guys just all on your phones?
Yep.
Ella?
What?
Brianna? Nicole? Really, Dakota? Hello?
What are you doing?
I was thinking maybe we could all play this game together and actually have fun and talk.
I have named 4 of Bundle's external environment. One political factor is the reduced corporate tax rates, which means that Bundle has more profit because they're being taxed less by the government. An economic factor is increased disposable income, which means that consumers of Bundle are going to be able to spend more money on things like entertainment and personalized games. A social factor is the support of personal connection, which means that families are going to be able to get to spend more time together and have a greater connection within themselves using a game like Bundle. And a technological factor is the Facebook algorithm change, which means that Bundle can better use Facebook and other social medias to improve their business.
Also get milk.
Now the challenges for Bundle. Bundle itself brings families together and highlights personal experience from a range of $35 to $60 for their personalized game. A brand competitor is the custom Monopoly game board, which commemorates memories and allows for customization, usually around $95. Product competitor would be a personalized Scrabble board shadow box, which contains requested words and is extremely personalized, ranging to approximately $68. A generic competitor is the personalized novelty game, which is heartfelt and strengthens connections much like Bundle does, ranging from $20 to $50. And as a total budget competitor is experience entertainment, which is a bonding activity that is meant to create memories between people, ranging from $35 and up.
That was good.
Far, I'm sorry.
It's harder than you think, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. All right, so I'm going to explain the target market for Bundle. So our target market is families, and more specifically, we're focusing on women and mothers around the age of 50 and 65. So for demographic, we're looking at them, they have an above average income because of their age, they've had time to accumulate wealth, and they have money for more expensive items. For the geographic portion of it, we are focusing on the families in the US suburban and urban areas. For psychographic, we're very focused on them because they are motivated strongly by personal connections and bringing their families together. And for behavioristic, they're very much into traveling, and they have a lot of family events in which they're looking to bring people together with games and things. So my challenge is to explain the objectives. So our first objective for Bundle is that we would like to increase profit by 5% in 6 months. Our second objective is we'd like to increase customer retention by 15% in 2 years. And our third objective is to increase brand awareness through expansion of social media reach by 10% in 6 months.
Okay. So I have to pick a strategy for objective 1 for Bundle, which is to increase profit. We should change the online personalization form. So instead of having a Word document, we could have a Google form. So when you go to purchase a bundle, you can hit checkout and then go into the PayPal, and then you would be able to enter your payment information, make the purchase, and then after that, a thank you page would pop up that would say, thank you for purchasing our bundle. Here's a personalization form that you can fill out, and it would really reduce friction in the process because it would just make it a step-by-step easy purchase process for people to do. And this would allow Bundle to capture data on their consumers, such as special anniversaries or birthdays, so that they can send out emails and reminders to their customers to remind them of the special moments in their life. Okay. So the way Bundle would act out this strategy is they would first transfer what they have in the Bundle blueprint to the Google format in Google Forms, and this could take a maximum of 4 hours and would happen a month before the implementation date. The next step would involve actually putting the form into the PayPal checkout process. Again, this is fairly simple and could take a maximum of 2 hours and would happen a week before the actual date of implementation to ensure that all of the technology is functioning correctly.
ahead, SU students. What does that mean?
Okay, so I have to pick a strategy for the second objective, which is dealing with customer retention. We should have a QR code in the bag of every purchased bundle, and through that you would get access to an online database for expansion packs. These would be exclusive online, and then you would have the option of... Oh, I thought you were going to start. Okay. You would have a quiz to take that will help align your individual interests with the interests of the family, so then you would have a pack that expands the game but also brings the whole family together. This would have two options with getting the expansion pack. The first would be to print it out on your own, and that's going to be a lesser cost. Or if you want, you can have the bundle company print it for you and send it out. Of course, that's just going to have a little bit more of a cost with shipping and such.
Do you want me to do one?
Yeah, one more.
No, I mean, who's like...
How can bundle act out the second strategy? Okay, so first we'd have bundle... What? Are you making faces at me or just making faces?
I mean, it sounded good, so just go ahead.
How can bundle act out the second strategy? So to implement this, first we would have bundle create the online expansion packs. This should take about 1 to 2 hours per pack, and then that time is going to be multiplied by however many packs are added. And this should be started about 4 months before the implementation date to make sure everything is set up. The second part of this would be to hire a web designer to create the online database and platform for the expansion pack. This is estimated to take about 1 to 2 hours at a rough rate of $40 to $65 per hour. And this should begin about 2 months before the implementation date to make sure that the web designer has enough time and that everything can be added.
All right, I have to think of a third strategy to increase awareness for Bundle. So we're going to do this through a guerrilla marketing strategy through Bryant Park, and we're going to create the board of Bundle throughout the park so the different families that are visiting New York City can interact with it and play the game. There will be different booths at each corner of this game that the different families can interact with and make sure they're on the right track going throughout the board game. And at the end, there's going to be a table that has paper and crayons for kids to draw out pictures of their families, which they can have their parents upload onto Instagram while tagging Bundle to win a free Bundle game through the company. We would also try to get APO volunteers and alumni that live in New York City to volunteer at the event. Bundle is going to act out the third strategy within 4 steps. The first step is to obtain an event permit and a film and photography permit in Bryant Park. The event permit is for the event, while the film and photography permit is for different pictures and different videos you want to take and add to social media, specifically their Instagram, to promote the event that's happening. This will be done by the Bundle CEOs, and it'll take about 3 hours to fill out the permits. There will also be a cost for the permits, which are to be determined due to you do not know a price until you submit these forms. However, if this permit costs too much in Bryant Park, we can also hold the event in different cities if need be. This will take about 3 to 6 months before the event because that's how long it takes for them to reply to your email. The second activity will be finding volunteers to set up the event and help out during the event as well. This will be done by our marketing team and SU students, and it'll take about 30 hours over within a month to contact different alumni who live in New York City, as well as get in touch with APO and their exec board. Our third activity will be purchasing event materials for the event. This will be done by the Bundle CEOs. It is estimated that it'll take about $130 plus sales tax for the chalk, paper, crayons, foldable table. And this should be done about 1 week before the event. The last activity would be holding the event in Bryant Park, and this will last about 5 hours throughout the day. This will be done by the Bundle CEOs and SU students who are volunteering there, and this will be during the event. All right. now I'm going to pick how to evaluate our 3 different objectives. Our first objective, to increase profit by 5% in 6 months, will be evaluated by comparing the profits of May of 2019 to the profits of November of 2019. To evaluate the second objective, which is to increase average customer retention by 15% in 2 years, we're going to evaluate this by comparing returning customers from May 2019 to November 2019. For our third objective, which is to increase brand awareness through the expansion of social media reach by 10% in 6 months, we're going to do this by comparing the reach through Instagram in May 2019, August 2019, and November 2019.
Bundle love!
Oh,